gospel of hip-hop is for those who will read it, it resonates with your soul. It's a confirmation, not an education. You already know what's here.
Rap game is plagued, the sick spreading the gospel. Hip-hop is the religion, the illest led the apostles to do the impossible. Don't let the suit stumble cross you. Remain solid as a rock, but don't become a fossil. Evolution is great, but you can learn from success in the past. You just the genre, then I got no respect for your raps. You just the culture, then respect, there's no getting it back. Don't act like rap is an art, but from it you get a bag. You starting to sound like the people who said it's a fad. Who knew our pen and pad will have the same effect medicine has? We healing souls and resurrecting the mentally dead. Striving to be the best us while we getting our bread. We essentially bred unification between nations. Come to a show, you see white to magenta and red. A moment of peace, but then it's back to our program. And roaming in the streets of reality, that's a traffic jam.
Why is it important that I know hip-hop? Here's why it is important for you to know hip-hop. Hip-hop reconnects us to our humanity.
On the last LP I said look, listen, observe. It's hard to see from different perspectives when your vision is blurred. It's an absurd amount of Africans who don't see any black in them. Wicked men made this division occur. Real niggas multiply, let's subtract the ignorance. Learning simple mathematics wouldn't add to impotence. I used to want to play the point, but now I want positions of power so I can bring us joy in this hellacious joint. I made a point to be the change I want to see and hear. I saved my coins to be free from the chains that bring us fear. Economic castration was the downfall, but we still rise like Pac and the Outlaws.
Major part of creating reality. It's about changing reality. We building a nation. People don't know when they're in history until it's too late. We don't ever see that we're in history until you look back and you say, man, I could've, I should've. Man, if I could've, would've. The point of being conscious is to know when you're in history and deliberately affect the history you're gonna have. Listen to what I'm saying. Deliberately affect the history you're gonna have. That's what this is. Hip-hoppers are gonna be born forever. Now that we exist, we will never not exist. We are the ancestors to our culture. You're looking at me now, but this is not even me. I'm a grandfather. I'm dead. I'm a skeleton.
Yeah, as I prophesy what lies ahead of me, I'm ready for whatever, G. Will you still treasure me if they dilute my legacy? Or will you be conflicted as the wicked has me twisted? The system is committed to having us seen as villains. Ain't trying to be a victim of another tainted image. There's a fight to remain pure in this game, play the scrimmage. Performing greatness won't stop you from court cases. To form a basis, you have to have an enormous patience. So when it's torn and yanked, it's a heartbreak for creatives who work their whole lives just to make it on them stages. Face it, we under attack no matter the ages. From the cradle to the grave, it's a massacre for the ages. The brain is having battles with the heart. Can't differentiate from the real and fake famous. That's how it is for the kids looking for an example, while the teachers insinuate what they can and they can't do. Their aim is brainwash generation after generation after generation till they ruin the drainage. The view is amazing when you see yourself as a god. It's a pride when you gotta demean yourself for a job. The path of a horror, you feel the wrath of its force when you gotta survive, but the mind is cast to a war. They sleep on my history to awaken limitations. If I don't know what I've done, how can I make an imitation? Expectations.